the Democrats, the left, they're really pushing this like income inequality, the federal minimum wage. Is the federal minimum wage, are like entitlements like hampering job growth?
Well, it's somewhat of a joke. Only 4% of the American public are at minimum wage level. I mean, you go into North Dakota, a guy gets $20 an hour to work at a McDonald's. In Detroit, he probably doesn't. At Detroit, he probably doesn't get minimum wage. So the function is not to give an artificial number, but you could find a bunch of teenagers right now. You can say, "Are you happy he raised the minimum wage to $10?" Well, not really, because it's not relevant to us. Because we just laid off from our boss, had a pizza shop that he went busted because he couldn't afford to pay $8 an hour. So basically, I think this minimum wage thing is something Republicans shouldn't spend a lot of time at. The main thing we should spend time is how do you help people move up in income levels well beyond minimum wage.
If we got rid of it, do you think that it would spur job growth?
Well, more importantly, it would spur people having meaningful work. Now, think of in your career. I don't know what you get paid an hour, but what if we had the minimum wage at $100? What would you do for a living? So a lot of these jobs have been outlawed because they are no longer viable. We should be able to have people to be able to make a good living doing different jobs and moving up the ladder of scale. So I think
I'm not sure what you mean by outlawed, though. You said that they were at $100 an hour.
Well, if the minimum wage is $100 an hour, who's going to hire you?
Right.
The law puts you out of business. But now I have to run. One more quick question.
Well, so would you abolish the minimum wage?
I don't think that's an issue that really deserves all the conversations.
Rand Paul says we should abolish the minimum wage. It's a libertarian free market, like according to libertarian principles, to people like Milton Friedman, you know. Obviously he's not no longer with us.
First of all, thank God I'm not running for office, so I don't have to abolish anything. I just have to love people. That's a nice job.
Undercurrent under the surface makes the mainstream get so nervous. It's time for purpose, for news to serve us, not with propaganda they use to hurt us.